Once upon a time, in a cozy little farm nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a little red hen. She had bright feathers that shimmered in the sunlight, and a determined spirit that matched her fiery appearance. Her days were spent pecking around the farmyard, searching for grains of wheat to eat. One sunny morning, while the little red hen was out for her daily stroll, she stumbled upon a few grains of wheat scattered on the ground. With a gleeful cluck, she began to peck them up, one by one. But then she had an idea. Why not plant these grains and grow more wheat, she thought to herself. With great enthusiasm, the little red hen set to work. She scratched and dug, turning the soil over with her tiny beak. She planted the grains carefully, covering them with soft earth and patting them down gently. Day after day, she tended to her little patch of earth, watering the soil and watching as the tiny green shoots began to emerge. As the days passed, the wheat grew tall and golden under the warm sun. The little red hen knew it was time to harvest the wheat, but she also knew that she couldn't do it all by herself. So, she called out to her friends on the farm. "Who will help me harvest the wheat?" she asked, her voice ringing out across the fields. But the cow, the pig, and the sheep were all busy with their own tasks. "Not I," said the cow, chewing lazily on a mouthful of grass. "Not I," said the pig, rolling in the mud. "Not I," said the sheep, bleating softly as it grazed. Undeterred, the little red hen set to work on her own. She grabbed hold of the golden stalks and began to pull, her tiny muscles straining with effort. It was hard work, but the little red hen was determined to see it through. Finally, after much toil and sweat, the wheat was harvested and the little red hen had a bountiful pile of grain at her feet. She wasted no time in grinding the wheat into flour, kneading it into dough, and baking a delicious loaf of bread. The scent of fresh bread wafted through the farmyard, drawing her friends out from their hiding places. They gathered around eagerly as the little red hen sliced the bread and offered each of them a piece. "Who will help me eat the bread?" she asked with a twinkle in her eye. "I will," exclaimed the cow, her mouth watering at the sight of the warm, crusty loaf. "I will," chimed in the pig and the sheep, their stomachs rumbling with hunger. And so, they all sat down together and enjoyed the fruits of the little red hen's labor, sharing in the joy and satisfaction of a job well done. From that day on, whenever the little red hen needed help, her friends were always there to lend a hand, knowing that together they could accomplish anything. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the farmyard, the little red hen tucked herself into bed with a contented cluck, knowing that she was surrounded by friends who loved her dearly.